so I can put it on canvas still. But basically on the map here, we are looking at for the boundaries anywhere you see. So I don't know for sure what happens right here. So I mean I could put in a boundary somewhere, but I know that, see how the river starts all on this side and goes that way, and then these all go that way. So these would be kind of our boundary in between those rivers. And then if you wanted to like mark out this really small one, you could, but I'm just going to kind of stick with bigger ones. Here's another boundary. It kind of runs down through there somewhere. And then this is kind of a weird section here. I don't know exactly what happens. It looks to me like there probably is something that goes down here, but I can't tell. So I'm just going to leave that the way it is. And then really the last boundary, kind of right down through this mess right there. And then really there's one more right here. So those would be your boundaries to the watersheds. And in terms of numbering these off, it's kind of hard for me to go through and number all of this. So I'm gonna kind of refrain from doing that as much as possible. So I've got a 3 at this spot right here because I did all that. So if I get this spot right here, I'm gonna put that number in. And I think we'll see. So this would be 1, 1. So that means it's a 2 right here. That's still a 1, so it's a 2. None of these really add to that main branch because they're all 1s and I'm already a 2, right? So right down through here, when I get to this point right here, I would still be a 2, right? So this is a 3 going through here still, and those are just 1s that are hitting it, so it's not changing it. So this would still be a 3 on this side. 3 and 2 would still be 3. So when those come together, it's still a 3. These are all 1s, so they won't change that 3. So this will be a 3. And if you continue down, that won't change it, that won't change it. So we're still a 3 here. This would be 1 and 1 is 2, 1, 2. So that doesn't change anything. This is a 1, 2, 2. So no change. 2, no change. 2. So this would still be a 3 at this point. That's a 1, 1, 1, so that wouldn't change a 3, so we would still be a 3 at that point. Still with me? Okay. Then if I look at other places within the river, so really I'm going to just kind of go back up here so I can see what's going on here. But in order to get all of that, I got to get all of this, so I'm going to start up here. So 1 and 1 is 2. That's a 1, 1, 1. So we're still 2. This is a 2 right here because 1 and 1 would make 2. So 2 and 2 is 3. So I'm a 3 now. This is a 2, a 2. So that wouldn't change anything. So I'd still be a 3. And if I keep going 1, that's a 2. That's a 1. That's a 1. So it would still be a 3 on this branch. This is a 2. This, I'm going to go ahead and call a 2. 2 and 2 is 3. So that would be a 3 over on this side. So now 3 and 3 would make this a 4 when those two come together. It's an awful 4. And then that's a 2. 2 of the 4 would just be a 4. That's a 1, so it'd still be a 4. So we're still going to be a 4 right here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in just to keep us straight, right? Then if I try to find this stuff, this is a 2, that's a 1, so it stays 2. This is a 2 and a 2 makes a 3, so that would be a 3 and 2, so this would be a 3 right here. That's 1, 1, 1, 1, so that wouldn't change anything. We would still be a 3 at that point. This is 1, 1, you'd still be a 3 right here. This is 2, plus 1 is 2, 2 is 3, so 3 and 3, this would be a 4. That would be a 4 at that point. Then 4 would come into all of this. Whoops. So I got to check all of this real quick. So this is 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 3. So that's a 3 right there. Then that's 1, 1. So no change. That's 2. So that's 3. Then 1 and 1 is 2. 1, 1, 1. Then change it. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 3. 3 and 3. We would be at a 4 here as well. So then going down the river, that's a 1, 1 doesn't change it. This is a 2, doesn't change it. So we're still a 4. Here would be, for some reason they want you to get that one. That's a 2, but don't really need it because this would still be a 4. So when these two come together, right in this stretch, it will be a 5. When that 4 comes and hits that 5, it will just stay a 5. So we should be a 5 right there. All right. Then if we look at this, that's a 2, 2. So that would be a 3 with a 5. Doesn't do anything, so it stays a 5 here. And if we keep going down this way, that wouldn't change it. That wouldn't change it. So we're still a 5 here. And if we come down here, now we finally get to our 3 and 5. 3 and 5 would not change it. We're still a 5. That's a 3 going this way. That wouldn't change it. That's a 1 and 1. Still be a 5 here. This would be 2, 2, 2, 3. So this would be a 3 over here. So that won't change it. You'll still be a 5, but we need to see what this does. 1 and 1 is 2. 2. So this would be 3 over here. And this would be 1. I don't know what that is. We could go ahead and call that a 3 if we want to. I don't think it's going to matter. 3 and 3 would be 4. Those aren't going to change anything. So it would still be a 5 that would win. So you're still a 5 after all that mess. None of that would change that. So it'd stay a 5. This one right here might change things. 2 plus 2 is 3. No change, no change, no change. 3, 4. So you'd be a 4 somewhere around here. 2, 2 would be 3. That wouldn't change. So you'd stay a 4. 2 and 2, 4, 3, 3, 3. That doesn't change either. So this would still be a 4 here, which means when you come in here, that would still be a 5. And then that's not going to change it either. So when you come out, you should be a 5. Is that what y'all got? If you did it.
Yeah.
If you were really close to it, if you were at a 4 or a 6 or something like that, then you probably just missed one here or there. It's probably not a huge deal. Again, like I said, when I post this quiz, it'll probably be something like, to be perfectly honest with you, it'll probably be something like that. Just because I just need to see that, you can kind of do one quick. I don't need to know that you can do that mess right there. Does that make sense? So the quiz will be much easier than that. If you were able to tackle that, you should be good to go. Piece of cake. Just remember 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 3. So if they're the same, you go up 1. If they're not the same, then you just keep the higher. Does that make sense? So if you got that, you should be good. And I just made a video going over that. So